Well, good morning everyone, this is Rich. This is the Suffolk Crunch live from Liverpool, early on a Sunday. Here we go, little Costa there, I'll be heading there in a minute. We're down by Albert Docks and we're going to talk about yesterday. Liverpool 4, Ipswich Town 1. Obviously, tough day at the office for Town. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. We will go for, let's go for 240 likes for today's video. There you go, look at these boats on here. I think you could go and eat in there. We've had a brilliant time in Liverpool. Went out yesterday after the game, obviously, because it was my birthday. I've had a few beers, some lovely food, some great company. So all in all, it was good. And it was great to go to Anfield, one of the iconic stadiums, I'd say, in English football. Obviously, they've done a lot of redevelopments since we've last been there. I think it was their record crowd yesterday. I think it was 60,400 odd I see on the Liverpool Twitter feed last night. So anyway, let's get into the game. Town went into the game off the back of a 6-0 defeat last time against Manchester City. And it was obviously another tough assignment for Kieran and his boys. But we went in hope. Well, we didn't really. We always thought we were going to lose, if I'm honest. But there's a few changes to the team. Christian Walton was in goal. Axel Twanzebe started. He was on the seagulls about. A lot of seagulls. He was on the right side of the three. And then we had Dara O'Shea, Jacob Greaves. And then on left side, obviously, Leif Davis. Wes was on the right. Jens Kajus was injured. Oh, I can walk under it. I wasn't sure where I was going. So midfield, we went for Sam Morsey and Calvin Phillips came in. And then ahead of them, we had Amari Hutchinson, Jaden Philogene and Liam Delap leading the line. Liverpool, full strength. You looked at their team, what was it? Allison, obviously, Kanate and Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson was back in at right back, and then this is lovely down here, very nice. People are probably thinking, why am I talking? But yeah, midfield, Slobozai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz. Darwin was on the bench when he came on. And obviously we went into the game. Oh, look down here. Too early for breakfast. Oh, it's open, isn't it? Morning. Morning. Yeah, Town started all right. It was a weird one because Liverpool had a lot of the ball, obviously. One thing that was really annoying was the sun. So where we were, the sun was over the Kop, literally right into our eyes. So for the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes, you were just sort of shielding your eyes, and it was quite nice because it was a bit chilly, but we had the sun there and it warmed you up a little bit. When that sun went, it got very, very cold in the second half. But yeah, Town started, didn't have a lot of the ball, couldn't get out. And I'll have a little bit of a whinge in a minute at half time, what I thought, but really nothing had happened. And then it was such an easy first goal into Slobozai. Just he turns, there's no one near him, he can receive the ball, he can turn from about 20 yards, 22, shoots. I think Christian Walton should save it. We're right behind it. He's got to move his feet quicker there. He's stuck in treacle. And yeah, it was 1-0 without them having to really work. Then they got a second goal, ball in from Gakpo to the far post. Salah just lashes it into the roof of the net. Davis was a little bit on his heels, but Leif was ill. He'd been ill all week. Spoke to his brother last night, and he felt a little bit better yesterday. But then at half time, I thought someone was laughing. So wasn't these seagulls down here? Wow. Anyway, he was sick in the dressing room. He went off at half time. Connor Townsend come on actually. But then a third. Not sure as the shot, it gets parried by Walton into Gakpo, and without really getting out of second gear, Liverpool were 3-0 up, and I thought Town paid them too much respect. We sat deep, and I thought we just waited for them to score, you know. And I know it's hard, and I don't want to be too overcritical, but I think you've got to play a bit more on the front foot. And it is striking that happy medium. You don't want to go out there all guns blazing and get picked off. But they didn't pick us off, Liverpool. They just popped it round us. They're a class side. They will win the league this season, no doubt about that. And at 3-0 at half time, you're probably thinking this is going to get really, really messy. And it could have done. It could have been another City. It could have been another 6. And then obviously Connor Townsend came on left back at half time. Like Kieran said, it was difficult for him. He's only played, I think, 3 minutes in the Premier League. And you're going up against Mo Salah, probably the best player in the world at the minute. Such a good player. I mean, I've said this before. If Liverpool don't sign him to a new contract and he goes on a free, I think it's absolutely mental. I just do not get it. I just don't understand why you wouldn't keep him, you know? Best player in the world. You wouldn't want him to leave, but it looks like he might leave at the end of the season. Yeah, that's up to them, but I would be absolutely amazed if he went. But yeah, second half, obviously it was a little bit more, Town got a little bit more of the ball. I thought we played some good football in spells. Liverpool scored a 4th. Alexander-Arnold on a sixpence. Gakpo 4-0. Then they made a lot of subs. And then Town made some subs that really, I thought, really had a good impact. George Hurst picked up another yellow card. Not George Hurst, Liam Delap. George Hurst came on for him. Pettiness. You know, yesterday it was, 76 minutes. He got no change out of Konate all afternoon. And literally about 2 or 3 times he's not even looking at the ball, he's fouled him. And it's silliness for me to get another yellow, cheap yellow, takes him on to 8. And I think he could have took him off earlier. I honestly think that. I think that was a wasted yellow card yesterday for me, for Liam Delap. But it's what it is. He's walking the tightrope now. He's got to get to game 33, which I think is 10 games away, which is very, very unlikely that he's going to do that without picking up another one. But there you go. But yeah, the subs come on. George Hurst came on. Nathan Broadhead. Hugo Enciso, who, literally, he hadn't even touched the ball and he's nearly decapitated Endo. It was one of those ones, I've seen it back. It's a yellow. If he raised his foot a little bit more, I think it could have been a red card. Right, we're coming up to a statue here. Let's have a look. Billy Fury. Here we go. Look at this. I've seen the sights this morning. There is the North Sea out there. Let's go and have a look closer. But yeah, I thought the subs had a really, really good impact. Nathan Broadhead, I thought, was top draw when he came on. And I know when you're 4-0 down, you'll get a little bit more of the ball. You get a bit more time. But I thought he really impressed in Enciso. Thought he looked good. George Hurst should have scored. Cross in from Townsend, and he's got a free header, 8 yards out. It's a good save by Allison, but I think he should score. I think if he heads it into the corner, he'll score. But he didn't. And then Town into injury time, we get a corner on the right. Ball popped in by Enciso, and Jacob Greaves, free header in the 6-yard box, and it's in, and we've scored a goal, and look, we're all delighted. I think we probably earned that second half through just staying in the game and showing a little bit of fight. I think we've been too easy to play through the last few weeks, and I know it's easy to say. We've played Brighton, we've played City, we've played Liverpool, and maybe I expect too much, but we are in the Premier League now, and it is very, very tough. So there's a liver bird. Can't actually see that over there top of that building. Joggers are out. I'm heading to Costa in a minute to warm me up. Breakfast at 9 o'clock. Fry up. Oh, we'll have a wander down here. I'll take you down this way. But yeah, look, tough day. 4-1. I said 3-0. Morning, how you doing? I did say 3-0. 4-1. It's a 3-goal defeat. Yeah, up town. We're everywhere. We're massive. But yeah, 4-1 defeat. The old goal difference took a bit of a hit. And then obviously Wolves lost 1-0 to Arsenal yesterday. I don't know if anyone's seen it. The Lewis Skelly red card. Absolute joke. One of the worst decisions I've seen this season. Supposed to be from our best ref, Michael Oliver, so that will get overturned. So we're still in there with Wolves, Everton. Obviously, the Moyes effect has taken effect because they've won 2 on the bounce and they had a great win at Brighton yesterday. So they're looking like they will. I think they'll be okay. You know, I think they'll probably pull away now, and I think it'll be between Town and Wolves. I think Leicester go to Tottenham today, so let's hope Spurs pull out a result. Can you see Tottenham winning? Just never know with Spurs. Here we are, Museum of Liverpool. Look at this. And my hand's getting very, very cold. This is where we went last night. Brasso Lounge over here. But yeah, let's have a look at some player performances. Oh, obviously I didn't touch on the injury. Obviously first half to Wes. Doesn't look great. Stretching for a ball with Gakpo. I've seen the slow-mo. And it's one of them ones where he's stretching his knee, looks like it goes the other way. So I messaged his mum last night, so he's in for a scan today. We all just keep our fingers crossed because since we signed him from Fleetwood, he was the first signing of the game changer. He's been absolutely top draw, Wes Burns. One of our best signings, in my opinion. And it looks to me that'll probably be his season over. Look, you don't know, you keep your fingers crossed, but it's like Kieran said last night, it's not looking that hopeful. And when I don't want to predict what it could be, but when I see the slow-mo and then they put him on the stretcher and his leg was in a brace, it's not great. And we've not been very, very fortunate, have we, with injuries this season. You know, I don't want to moan, but we have been unlucky. We've had a lot of injuries. Maybe that we have to bring another player in on that side, because obviously Ben Johnson came on yesterday. Personally now, I'll go back to the 4-2-3-1, tried and trusted for Southampton. Massive game, by the way. We'll build up to that in the week. And I think we need to be a bit more on the front foot. And we need to win games now to get out of trouble. We need to win probably 4 more at least, maybe 5. Leave your points predictions. What you think Town need to stay in the Premier League? What do you think a points target or a number is that we need? I think we've got 15 games to go. So yeah, there was no really outstanding players yesterday. For me, Walton, slow on the first goal, should have saved it. And I've given my thoughts on Christian Walton. He's a great guy. He's a great backup. He shouldn't be a number 1 Premier League goalkeeper, in my opinion. But then, is Muric much better? And we've had that conversation. And we'll probably revisit that conversation again, because there might be a time when he comes back into the team. Is he any better than Walton? In my opinion, a little bit. Oh, seagulls! But defensively, look, I thought we defended okay. Look, they scored 3 goals, so we didn't in the first half, so we didn't defend that well, did we? And they scored 3 goals without really having to work for it. So, yeah, look, midfield 2. Still think we need more legs in there. The shining light yesterday was the subs. Probably Nathan Broadhead. He gets man of the match for me, and that's weird when he's probably came on for 20 minutes at 4-0 down, and there'll be a lot of people saying, yeah, but it's easy, isn't it, when you came on and you're losing and they're sitting back. But I think Broadhead, he had a lot of people saying, could he play? Could he play in the Premier League? He has more than proved that he can. Anyway, Look where we are now. What a way to finish. With the Beatles. We're in Liverpool. I've had a great time. Cheers for watching, everybody. We will be back in the week. Southampton build up. Look at these four absolute legends of English music as we walk down to Mersey ferries. But yeah, cheers for watching. Smash the like button. I can't even remember what number I said. I think it was 240. I've got cold. I need to go and have a coffee. But yeah, going to soak up a little bit more of Liverpool before we go home after breakfast. But yeah, we've had a great time. One of the iconic stadiums of English football. We visited the Hillsborough Memorial, which every time I see it, it puts a chill down my spine, and it brings back reality. People went to football that day. You should never go to football and not come home. Anyway, cheers for watching, everyone. Keep the faith. Massive game in the week on Saturday against Southampton at Portman Road. It's a must win, but we will get into that in the week. Stay safe, stay warm, come on to town.